Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Kindred, North Dakota on a Tuesday, January 13th. We're here in the gym again. It's the Kindred Vikings, the home team on the scoreboard, that are going to play host to the visitors of Grafton. The Grafton Spoilers coming to town, aided by a almost 20-mile-an-hour north wind with gusts of 31 miles an hour, 35 degrees here in Kindred, feels like 20, and we are excited for a Region 1, Region 2 clash. I want to welcome everybody into your live event. My name is Josh Almaris, and I am joined alongside by Nick Nicholas, Eggy the Eggmeister, Eggalicious, Mr. Eggman himself. Nicholas, how's it going?
It's going, Josh. It's been a good start to this second week of the school year in Kindred, North Dakota. I'm happy to be back, and I'm very happy we got this game rescheduled from earlier in the year in Grafton, traveled down I-29 for a good old regular season matchup.
It's exactly right. On December 18th, these teams were slated to take on each other. The Spoilers were set to come here on Thursday, December 18th, and if you remember that day, there was a massive storm that shut down almost the entire state.
Yep.
No school in Grafton, no school in Kindred, so we're here making things up on Tuesday, January 13th. Nick, we've been in action last week on Thursday. We had a doubleheader. Kindred played host to Oak Grove. Friday, the boys hosted Fargo North, and Saturday the girls hosted Botno. Vikings ended up 4-0 in that set of games. What did you do with your 2 days off before getting back at it here?
My 2 days off, man, I don't know. I just sat down, and I think a whole bunch of football was watched.
That's right.
And NFL football, every game this weekend, besides maybe the one last night, was a barn burner, and that kept me busy.
Is your seat still warm from Saturday?
My seat's still warm. No, it got a little cold.
Okay, all right.
But we're back.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Once again, the home team, the Kindred Vikings, are 6-0. They're the number one ranked team in the state of North Dakota. They are the defending state champions, and they're playing host to the 5-1 Grafton Spoilers. The Vikings in Region 1, the Spoilers in Region 2. We're going to step away for 2 minutes, and when we come back, we'll look at each of these teams' schedules, who they've played, and break down how their early part of the year has gone. Come on back to your live event in about 2 minutes.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. We're going to work on getting those commercials fixed for you. Thanks for tuning in to your live event. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman. As I said earlier, the Grafton Spoilers come to town with a 5-1 record. They'll be the visitors on the scoreboard, and they're in Region 2. The Vikings are 6-0. Let's take a look at the Grafton Spoilers and their schedule up to this point. They have victories, once again, 5 of them. Harvey-Wells County, first game of the year, was a victory. They went to Botno and Langdon. They hosted Thompson for a win, and last night they beat up on Thief River Falls 78-51. So once again, they've defeated Harvey-Wells County, went to Botno, went to Langdon, and caught up victories in both of those places. Hosted Thompson for a victory and hosted Thief River Falls last night. Their one loss, a name that Viking fans have heard often, it's the Central Cass Squirrels that got the best of Grafton up in Grafton. Central Cass won that game 88-50. They won by 38 over the Spoilers. Talking with Coach Lillimone, he said it was early on in the year, of course, December 16th, just the second game of the season, and he said that the Spoilers got off to a great start against Harvey-Wells County, but did the exact opposite in their second game of the year against Central Cass. They were down, the Spoilers were at 20 at halftime, got within 14, but then things went south. Castleton was hot behind the arc. They hit 11 threes. They really didn't miss much. The Squirrels were hitting almost everything, and Coach Lillimone was not happy with the way that his team handled the pressure. But since then, they have rattled off 4 wins. Once again, they went to Botno and won. They beat Langdon at Langdon, and they beat Thompson in a convincing win last night against Thief River Falls up in Spoiler Country, 78-51. So all signs look like the Spoilers are rebounding very nicely from the Central Cass loss on December 16th. Now the Kindred Vikings, on the other hand, they have been hot and have stayed hot. They are 6-0. They are the defending state champions. They are, oh, Nick, I forgot to write this down. They are on something like a 15-game winning streak now. And they have beat everybody that they played. They went to Hillsboro, won a very close game in overtime, 70-68. They then beat up on Shiloh by 13. They beat Mayport Clifford Galesburg 75-51. Beat Oak Grove. Beat Fargo North on Friday in a thriller here that Nick and I were able to call by 5, 73-68. And then they went to Lisbon last night and beat Lisbon 73-45. Vikings are averaging 75 points a game and only allowing 60. They are having a phenomenal start to the season. Coach Brad Whale in his 19th year as the Vikings head man. He hails from Ashley, North Dakota. He's very proud of the way his team has played up to this point, but as always continues to focus on playing good defense and continuing to improve. Riley Lillimone, head coach of the Spoilers from Hatton, North Dakota, in his 13th year as the head man. Career advisor, teacher, a career advisor, I should say, up in Grafton. Proud of how his team has rebounded, but he knows that they have a big test here in Kindred coming to take on the Vikings. Nick, the Vikings have won 15 in a row, and off the air you had said in a, we'll call it interview with Brooks Bako. What was the fun fact that you stated about Brooks?
Yeah, yesterday morning Brooks was in the weight room, and I opened the weight room about 3 times a week in the morning, and he was saying, not in a cocky way, just kind of thinking like how Grafton is coming to town, it's going to be a tough game. He's told me he hasn't lost a game in this gym since early in his 8th grade year.
And he's a junior now, so that, if my math does me right, my spoiler math, it'd be 3 years that he has gone without a loss on this home.
That is pretty outstanding when you look at it, the things from Brad Whale's from Brad Whale's eyes and Kindred's team overall, how dominant they have been over this past not even 3 years, but stretch of 5 or more.
Fargo North took them to the wire. They almost picked up that first victory here against Brooks, and certainly the Spoilers would love to do that here this evening. We're going to step away for 60 seconds, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the starters and talk a little bit more about the individual players that are suiting up on the floor. Vikings are out here. Grafton's still in the locker room. We'll see you back in a minute.
Look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into your live event. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman. We are about 4 minutes away from lineup and anthems. Let's take anthem and lineups, I should say. Let's take a look at each of the teams. First, we'll start with the Grafton Spoilers. Once again, Grafton Spoilers are 5-1. They're a Region 2 opponent. And they will start the following. Number 0, Aiden McMillan. Sophomore guard, stands 6 feet 1 inch. Son of Donovan McMillan, outstanding basketball player from back in my day, but he's older than me. I better make that note very clear. And then the two big dogs for the Spoilers are number 4, Brody Lillimone, and by big dog, I mean he stands 6 feet 8 inches. He's a senior forward. Brody Lillimone averages a double-double, 30 points and 10 rebounds a game. Reggie Rice, the other big man for the Spoilers, he stands 6 feet 6 inches tall. He's a senior forward, wears number 5 and averages 22 points, 7 rebounds a game. Those are the two that fans are going to want to watch for. Number 4, Brody Lillimone, and number 5, Reggie Rice. Number 30, Ty Story, senior forward at 5'11". He averages about 6 points a game. And number 32, True Moberg, a sophomore forward at 6 feet 1 inches, averages 8 points a game. We'll round things out once again. This is number 0, Aiden McMillan, number 4, Brody Lillimone, number 5, Reggie Rice, number 30, Ty Story, and number 32, True Moberg. Once again, Riley Lillimone in his 13th year as the head man. He hails from Hatton, career advisor up in Spoiler Country. Mike Hansen and Brandon Albrecht are his assistants. Nick, what are you most looking forward to watching from the Spoilers?
Really looking forward to Lillimone and Rice. I mean, Lillimone can light it up on the scoreboard perspective from behind the arc down low, driving the basketball, doing basically whatever he wants. And then Rice as well. Those two have pretty big height advantages against the majority of Kindred's roster. I am excited. I'm pretty positive the matchup is going to be Lillimone versus Bako, and I'm excited to see how Lillimone's going to handle that toughness that Bako's going to bring into guarding him.
You know, I never checked with Coach Will on his starters. I assume he's going the same?
I would assume it'd be the same.
Okay, let's go through it. Number 2, Brooks Bako will be starting. He averages 25 points a game, 10 rebounds a game. He's a junior guard, 6 foot 6 inch. Outstanding athlete, recruited all over the nation for football at the highest level. Brooks Bako, ladies and gentlemen, number 2. Number 3, Gabe Iverson, a senior guard, stands 6 feet, averages 10 points a game. Done a very good job early on for the Vikings. Look for number 3, Gabe Iverson, specifically behind the arc. Another guy you can look for behind the arc, Gabe Whipple. Between the two Gabes, they have 11 threes for Iverson and 12 threes for Whipple. Gabe Whipple wears number 22. He's a senior guard, stands 6 feet 2 inches and averages 13 points a game. Eli Mac Daddy Mac. We usually call him Mac Daddy. He's a sophomore forward at 6 feet 1 inch. He averages 12 points a game. Once again, wears number 23. And Carter Grunwald, number 24, sophomore guard at 5'10". It's number 2, Brooks Bako, number 3, Gabe Iverson, number 22, Gabe Whipple, number 23, Eli Mack, and number 24, Carter Grunwald. Brad Will, the head man, in his 19th year. He's from Ashley, North Dakota. Brent Plant, Jimmy Hoy, Dennis Sumption, and Andrew Smith are his assistants. Nick, should be a fun matchup. Anything more specific you want to talk about that you're looking forward to?
No, I'm excited, Josh. I was excited all the way back in December when I thought we were going to get this matchup between the girls and the boys doubleheader night, but now I'm even more excited. And I'm more excited because the teams are they've learned their identity. They kind of know who they want to be at this point, and I think it's going to be a great game here in Kindred.
We were disappointed when this game got taken off the schedule on Thursday, December 18th. We were pumped up for that. But you know what? What else would we rather be doing in January?
I know.
There's so many things to do.
Nothing else you can be doing right now.
It's a beautiful day, but it's fun being in the gym, no doubt about it. One more time, quick look at the polls. Right now, Kindred is ranked number 1. Number 2 is Four Winds Minnewacan. Central Cass is number 3. Wapaton 4 and Devils Lake 5. Polls don't mean much, but they're fun to talk about. Anthem is going. We'll come back for lineups in 2 minutes.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, I'm Rosa and I work in production at Marvin. I've been with Marvin 24 years and I started here not knowing anything. At first I was really scared, but I have a supervisor that supports me and my lead, and I became a senior department now. My favorite part coming to work is working with the people. I get along with all my coworkers. When I have questions and I might not know, they can help me out. Come join me at Marvin.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning into your live event. Thanks to all our sponsors for all they do to make sure that your live event is brought free to our viewing audience. You see our sponsors run through the commercials there. Feel free to thank any and all of the above for allowing us to be on the air and provide you with free basketball coverage. This should be a fun one. Region 1 Kindred Vikings playing host to Region 2 Grafton Spoilers. Both teams with high hopes when it comes to the end of the season. We'll see how this matchup comes out. Coming out to the floor first for the Spoilers is the sophomore guard, 6'1" Aiden McMillan. Once again, he wears number 0, and he just flat out comes and stands right out there. Number 4 next out onto the floor, Brody Lillimone, senior forward, stands 6 feet 8 inches. He averages 30 points and 10 rebounds a game. Number 5, Reggie Rice, out next. He averages 22 points a game, 7 rebounds. He's a senior forward at 6 feet 6 inches. Ty Story, where's number 30? He's a senior forward, averages 6 points a game. He's the 4th man out. And then finally, True Moberg, where's number 32? He's a sophomore, stands 6 feet 1. Head coach Riley Lillimone, assistants Mike Hansen and Brandon Albrecht. Nick, that was interesting. No fist bumps down the line, nothing like that. Straight business from the Spoilers. Coming out onto the floor for the Kindred Vikings, it's a man who averages 25 points and 10 rebounds. A junior guard, stands 6 feet 6 inches. Wears number 2 and goes by the name Brooks Bako. Next out onto the floor is senior guard, 6 foot inch, number 3, averaging 10 points a game, Gabriel Iverson. His name mate and classmate, number 22, averaging 13 points a game, standing 6 feet 2, it's Gabe Whipple. 4th man out, fist bumps for the officials, and for assistant coach Mike Hansen, it's Eli Mac Daddy Mac. Sophomore forward at 6 feet 1, averages 12 points a game. And then finally, it's number 24, Carter Grunwald, sophomore guard at 5 feet 10. Nick, this tip should be fun. A 6 foot 8 inch Lillimone versus a 6 foot 6 inch Book.
Oh, it's
Brooks
not
Bako.
even Lillimone, it's Rice.
Oh, disappointing.
Maybe a little more hops out of Rice.
Very well could be. So let me rephrase that. It's going to be a 6 foot 6 inch Reggie Rice against a 6 foot 6 inch Brooks Bako. Once again, between these two teams, they have a record of 11-1, both with high hopes come the postseason, both in phenomenal regions, which, by the way, those top 5 teams are all Region 1 and Region 2, according to media entities. Here's the tip, and it goes to Bako himself.
I don't think he can get his own ball.
You
there,
can't.
Josh.
I thought the same thing,
Yeah.
but, I was like, all right, I'll let that one go. don't know all the rules. In fact, as a hockey guy and wrestler guy calling this game, we don't know.
Hey,
Close to all.
talk for yourself.
Okay, we're learning. We're learning. After a few years, we maybe figured out a thing or two. McMillan ends up getting the tip. Here's a quick jumper, no good. That's Rice, who misses, and the Vikings have it. Here comes Bako into the paint, strong, but gets the bounce, and Bako has two. Sits down the Viking faithful. Story has to get it in. Here's Lillimon, who comes back for it. Bako on Lillimon. Lillimon has 4 seconds to get it across the timeline, and he does to Story, who gets it ripped out of his hands by Gabe. Not officially a turnover because the Spoilers keep it. They go inside for the bunny, but Moberg can't get it to go. Rebound, putback, no good. Going to be a third shot for the Spoilers. Story gives to Rice. Rice on the third attempt.
Yeah, I'm going to look forward to Rice and Lillimon. If they can get switched off of, say, Bako guarding them or Whipple guarding them, they're going to have a substantial height advantage for both of them, and they can finish easy around the rack.
Grafton, a big team in that. Check that, Carter Grunwald. He says we don't want to learn about how tall the Spoilers are. Grunwald hits a three, and then he quickly gets a turnover. And he puts in a nifty little basket. Grunwald's one member of the Vikings that's been a bit cold from behind the arc. Good to see him. If you're a Viking fan, heat up right away.
I was just about to say, did you check his hand today?
I didn't check his hand. He had a couple cold nights, and I had to check it. Let's just stay here, Nick. We got a lot of time. We haven't got to talk about some things. We'll thank our sponsor, but good for Vikings to see Grunwald get hot, hit the three, get a steal, and a little nifty lay-in there.
And that's what Coach Whale was talking about. Coach Whale, before the season started, I was questioning him, like, who's going to be your starting five, Coach Whale? Who's it going to be? And his fifth guy, he said it was Carter Grunwald, and I go, okay, nice, sophomore. And he goes, that kid plays with so much confidence and so much swagger, and you're seeing it here early on for the Vikings.
It's a Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your request. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. Story inbounds to McMillan, and McMillan throws that ball to the brick wall over True Moberg, and it's two turnovers.
Yeah, not a hot start for the Spoilers here. They had an easy money layup that they had and they didn't get, and they ended up scoring on that possession, but not a hot start and a couple turnovers.
This is what got them in trouble against Castleton. They were down 20 at half. They do not want to come out slow here. They got off to a great start in the opening game, the Spoilers did, against Harvey Wells County. They ended up beating them by 44, as a foul was called there against Reggie Rice. But then the next game, 4 days later, they got out slow against the the Squirrels and got beat by 33. Bako, you don't see miss that many shots in a row usually. Nice kiss off the glass by Moberg.
Great touch. Kind of a lost art in basketball these days, using that glass right there.
Whipple gives to Bako, who gives to Grunwald. 7-4 Vikings lead. Here's Whipple. Story right on him. Bako now with Rice on him. Inside they go to Ivor. Good athletic save. And can Carter Grunwald hit twice? Yes,
he can.
Grunwald. 8 points for the sophomore.
That's what you thought Carter Grunwald could be from the start of the year. We hadn't quite seen it yet. He made a couple really big shots against Hillsborough in their first game of the year, but then went cold a little bit, and now he's heating back up.
Well, fun fact for Carter, maybe he's heating up because he already feels the warmth of the candles from his birthday cake that he gets to have tomorrow on his birthday.
And guess what? His little sister, it's her birthday today.
Wow, that is very consistent out of his mom and out of the mom and dad there. 13th and 14th. Kendall, there we go. Nice call. I like that. Kendall Grunwald, who is the sister of Carter Grunwald, and Carter has his birthday tomorrow. Is this a full or a 30?
I'm not sure.
We're so caught up in birthdays.
She was very excited to come to class and tell us it was her birthday today.
Kindred, go ahead.
I was like, are you going to get to spend it doing what you want, or are you going to be stuck in the basketball gym watching your brothers? She goes, I don't know. I don't care.
That's a very free spirit right there. I want to thank once again Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency for sponsoring our timeouts. We will take a commercial break eventually, I promise. Go online to kindredstatebank.com for more information. Here's Lillimon. Bako right on him. 10-4, good buddy. Vikings lead. Here's Moberg who gives the Story. Story stops, kicks back to Moberg, who gives to Rice. Rice works against Whipple.
Good move.
Can't get the touch, and it's Moberg who gets back up, and he can't put that one in. So, yes, very good move, but 2 misses by the Spoilers. Here's a wide open triple for Whipple, and he drains it. The Whipple triple.
Vikings are hot early.
13-4. Spoilers need to stop the bleeding. Once again, they went down 20 against Castleton in Grafton, and they see themselves in trouble early on here, down 9. We're not even halfway through
Close
the first
to 5
quarter.
seconds here,
Yep.
Josh.
Another turnover. Turnover number 3. So 3 turnovers by the Spoilers, 2 timeouts used. Both were by the Spoilers, I believe. Yep.
Yeah,
and they can't hit a shot very consistently.
No, and that's talk about a bad recipe off the jump here, Josh.
The Vikings, on the other hand, have 13 points and have gotten production.
Already put in 3 threes and an oop.
Oh, yeah. Brooks Bako. Gabe Iverson passed it, and he kind of ran awkwardly over to give a kind of an odd high five. That's not the important part. Big alley-oop there once
That
again
might be
by
offensive.
by Bako.
Yeah, that one, that's the set we've talked about quite a few times on air, Josh. The double screen guys get lost in who they're supposed to have, and Bako gets a free, easy dunk.
Iverson's first foul. Gabe Iverson, his first, team's first. Here's Lillimon, who works against Bako, and it's a travel. I thought he slipped there.
Yeah.
Iverson came in to try and get that ball, and it looked like Lillimon lost his footing there.
I thought it was going to be a jump or a turnover.
Vikings up 11, 15-4. 4:07 left here in the first. Not even halfway through the first quarter. Grunwald gives to Whipple, but it was a little out of his reach, and then to Ivor, and now Mack, who gives back to Ivor. Right on him is McMillan. Now Grunwald takes, nice move, misses the touch. Bako doesn't get the rebound and put back, and it's Moberg and the Spoilers. Quick move up, quick pass, beautiful pass. Good assist there by Moberg to Ty Story. Ty Story's on the board.
Found a soft spot in the zone, sat right there. That's usually a football term. Looks exactly what Story just did.
In the underbelly of the defensive coverage, if you would, right?
Correct.
Carter Grunwald, he's having a great night. 10 points for the sophomore. 17-6 Vikings by 11. Lillimon with some fancy dribbling. Now he gives off to Rice. Rice versus Whipple. Stop, pop, nothing.
In and out. That looked good.
Grunwald with the rebound. Gives to Whipple. He pops.
Iverson.
In and out. Bako skies for the rebound and the putback. Bako has 6. Grunwald has 10. Whipple has 3. 2 each for Rice, Story, and Moberg on the Spoiler side. 19-6. Good move there.
Yep,
Boy,
got Bako off his feet.
Yeah, if Lillimon would have went
Deep.
straight up, he would have flopping down there. Carter says, yep.
It's a
Carter
flop.
says, I did not touch you,
Yep.
and you flopped. And it's the bicep curl, Nick. We've seen that a couple times.
Oak Grove got dinged for it twice last week on Thursday, and Bako got to shoot a couple technical free throws. Missed both of them, but we've seen it. Now we know for sure what that call is.
The Kindred faithful let Lillimon know that he flopped in case Carter didn't enough and the official didn't. But no shots, so why would that be, Nick?
First one's a warning.
Gotcha, okay. So the Vikings have it up 13. 2:30 left. Here's Tyler Grunwald, who gives to Jackson Schliemann. Kyle Campbell also has checked in, and Graham Hess. There's a nice
soft touch by Campbell there. They had Rice coming over, ready to shove that thing back in the student section. Got it over his hands.
4 new players in for the Vikings. Graham Hess, good defense there against Rice. And this is becoming disastrous for the Vikings. They're down 15 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Yep, sorry, Spoilers. The opposite of disastrous for the Vikings.
Yes. Couldn't ask for a better start.
Bako. He says, I'm going to shoot this.
Tonight. He got her.
Swishes that one home. Bako. He has 9. He has 9.
That's kind of the scouting report on him. He's not going to shoot it that often, not necessarily high percentage shot from behind the arc. So let him take it instead of letting him drive and get an easy bucket at the rack.
Another miss by Lillimone. Can Rice make good of it? He does. 5 for 3. Number 5, Reggie Rice gets a 3, and he has 5 points. Bako back-to-back.
Check.
Nope. Story gets that rebound over Kyle Campbell, and now it's Lillimone who works against Hess. Lillimone misses bad, and that one goes out of bounds, and it's 24-9. Vikings fans once again are talking to Lillimone.
Letting them have it again.
Brooks Bako now with the ball. Vikings lead 24-9. 60 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Ooh, Bako loses that one. Turnover.
First turnover by the Vikings, and that's Graham Hess with a great hustle play. Doesn't earn the turnover, but does earn the defense getting back and getting set. Now we got the official pointing to his head like he needs a hat. You know what that is?
Kyle must be probably injury time.
Okay. So I need a hat is we got an injured player. Bicep curls, need a hat. We got all kinds of good ones. Blocked there by Bako. Lillimone's now going to pick up a frustrating foul. Great block by Bako. He's got a smirk on his face.
He does. That is exactly a frustrating foul out of frustration foul out of Lillimone there. Got blocked, tried to go for the ball, and got a lot of Bako's arm.
We know this about Brooks. He can jump. Whipple can hit threes, and he proves it there. The Whipple triple. He has 2 threes. That's 5 threes in the first quarter. Another turnover. That's 5 turnovers for the Spoilers. Tyler's going to stop and pop. No good, but rebound Whipple. Whipple kicks to Bako. Shot clock is off. Bako's still going to get his rebound. Can't get it. Rebound. Schliemann. I would think the Vikings would hang, but Grunwald wants a piece of the pie.
They want 30 in the first, Josh.
Tyler Grunwald says if Carter can do it, I can do it.
Spoilers better go here.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 second. Foul called. Graham Hess doesn't like it.
Looked like Graham kind of did a hip gate there. Probably tripped him up a little too much.
So Graham Hess going to be called for the foul, and we got 3 shots coming for the Spoilers.
Our trusty rulebook analysis, Michael Hall chimes in. That's just blood on the jersey.
That's what
Kyle
hat
Campbell.
is. I need a hat is blood on the jersey. All right, here we go. Reggie Rice.
Well, I don't think it's blood on the jersey. I think it's injury time.
Okay, gotcha. Reggie Rice misses. The best he can do now is meatloaf it. And I'm confident now my partner knows all kinds of meatloaf songs.
Grafton's going, I'd do anything for love, or maybe just a free throw.
Yeah, that's right. Now, since they got that one, they'd do anything for love. I mean, another free throw. Make this 30-11. All right, we got our meatloaf. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And the Viking Schliemann gets blocked by Moberg. So good for Moberg. He'll pick up a block out of the deal. But for the Grafton Spoilers, rough first quarter. Vikings lead 30-11.
When we bought our first home in Fargo, we had no idea where to start. A friend told us to call First Class Mortgage, and I'm so glad we did. They explained every step, answered all of our questions, and made us feel completely at ease. We closed on time and even got a better rate than expected. If you're buying or refinancing, trust me, call First Class Mortgage. They really do live up to their name.
First Class Mortgage is locally owned. Visit firstclasscorp.com for more info.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Hey, fans, welcome back into Kindred. Nick and I are trying to wrap our head around this. In the Grunwald family, you got Taylor Sanders' birthday today, Tyler Odegaard's birthday. You got Taylor, Tyler, you got Kendall, you got another cousin in that family named Elizabeth, whose birthday is all today, and then Carter tomorrow. Off air, we're wondering what was everybody doing in early May-ish every year with you guys.
Every year.
That is phenomenal. So I don't know if we need that answer, Nicholas.
Nope, I don't think we do.
But
we can all hypothesize.
Late April, early May apparently is a boring time of the month for those folks. 30-11 Vikings lead. Grunwald, on the eve of his birthday, gives to Mac Daddy, who gives to Whipple. The Whipple triple times 3. That's 9 points for Whipple, all in the flavor of a 3.
I think Vikings have put in 6 3-pointers already.
Rice to Lillimone. Bako going to be called for the foul there. And Bako will pick up his first foul. (33-11) Vikings by 22. So Castleton did this very thing to the Vikings. They went up by 20 at half. The Vikings, however, went up 20 at the first quarter. Can the Spoilers fight back? That's a good start. Aiden McQuillan gets on the board, his first bucket for the sophomore guard.
Kindred's prone. They can go on a little bit of cold stretches here and there. Grafton's got to hope for that here and play some really good defense. And it starts right there.
I think the Vikings got a break there because Whipple wanted a foul. I didn't think that there was much contact there, but it definitely did not look like Story touched the ball.
I thought that was off Whipple. That's why I said what I said.
I didn't think there was a foul, and I didn't think Story touched the ball. As it is, the Vikings get it in, and Mac Daddy puts it away. So they get a break, and they make good of it as Mac scores. Timeout.
We got a warning.
A warning. So a warning for Coach Lillimone. We've seen all kinds of fun action here over the course of a few days, Nick.
I know Coach.
I don't know. I wonder what Lillimone said because Coach Card, when he was here,
Coach Card and Coach
Thursday,
Zenz.
How didn't he get a warning is beyond me. Story going to take and make. Nice move there by Ty Story. He has 4.
Just like I said last Thursday, that one might be on Coach Lillimone getting that one to fall. With the and one call.
That foul is going to go against Gabe Iverson, his second. And Ty Story, the senior, who has 4 points and shoots 63% from the line, makes that one. He has 5. 35-16 Vikings. 6:40 left here at the half. Iverson going to put up a 3. A little bit strong. Good defense there by Story to get out. Rebound putback no good. I think that was Whipple.
It was.
And the Vikings have 2 attempts. Neither one of them is good. Spoilers now bring it back. That's McMillan who gives to Rice. Rice.
Fade away.
Turnaround fadeaway, no good. Bako up to Iverson. Iverson against Story. Iverson's going to lay it in. And Iverson has his first basket. He has 2. Here's McMillan. Dribbles to the wing, gives to Lillimone. Lillimone short. And right back to the Vikings. Lillimone has yet to score here tonight. Averages 30 points and 10 rebounds a game. He has 0. Here's Bako. Works against Rice. Spinorama and lays that one in. Bako with 11.
Yeah, Bako's post, he didn't go down into the post much last few years with his teammates that he had around him, and now he's got that post presence, and you can tell he's worked on it quite a bit, and he seems very comfortable down next to the basket.
Rice at the elbow, puts his shoulder into Whipple, but can't get it to fall, and Grunwald gets the rebound for the Vikings, 39-16. Mack thinks about it, then he dribbles into the paint, left-handed lay, and Beautiful by Eli Mack. He has 4. 7 scorers for the Vikings, 4 for the Spoilers. Pretty balanced, 11 for Brooks and 10 for Grunwald. Another miss by the Spoilers, but they're going to get another crack at it. And it's a miss there by McMillan, and quickly up is Gabe Whipple. Whipple
Ooh, nearly
almost
got
gets
the
the and one. Going to be a foul against Rice. Rice will pick up his second foul. 2 fouls for Reggie Rice, 1 for Lillimon. That's it for the Spoilers. 2 for Gabe Iverson, 1 for Graham Hess, and 1 for Brooks Bako in the foul department.
Coach Lillimon still talking about fouls over there with one of the refs.
Whipple, he has 3 threes. Trying to get a little different flavor to his stat here in a free throw. Tyler Grunwald into the game and True Moberg into the game. Jack Green came in a little while ago. And Whipple remains the three-point man, not the free throw man. Whipple came into today with a 67% free throw.
That is a deep 3, Josh.
That's a shot and a miss. True Moberg's there to pick up the rebound and put back. And I certainly understand, Nick, that the Spoilers need to shoot the ball to get back into this game, but
might want to have some of these high percentage.
Yes, some
shots.
of these are just a little bit reckless on the Spoiler side of things. I mean, that is a deep, deep 3 that
with
doesn't
Bako's
even come
hand
close.
Right in the face. It wasn't a wide open 3
Right.
either.
But True Moberg makes good of it because he gets the rebound and the putback, and then Eli Mack is going to be called for the foul. So the old-fashioned three-point play doesn't work. But yeah, Jack Green there with the rebound, and now it's Rice. Rice goes into the paint. No good. 2 shots, yeah.
Looked like he took another gather step after, but going to the line, this is exactly what the Spoilers need. Stop the clock, try and make some free points at the line, and try and get themselves back in this. Still down 23, but if they can keep chipping away.
Graham Hess is called for the foul. Reggie Rice is at the free throw line. He's 3 for 3 at the line. 3 for 4. He was fouled shooting a 3 and made 2 of the 3. Can he make 2 of the 2 here? No, he cannot.
And the
Spoilers almost they did get the ball back. Here's a 3-point that's open for Lillimon. Misses that one wide left.
He still isn't on the score sheet, is he, Josh?
He is not. Here's Bako into the paint. Blocking foul.
I think he was inside the cylinder on that one, Josh. Looked like he had his feet set and he wasn't moving, but I think he was a little too close to the bucket.
Yeah, good job there by Aiden McMillan to, nope, it wasn't. It was Jack Green. So it was a good job by Jack Green of setting his feet in the paint there, but I think you're right. You'll have to do the rewind on your screen to see if we are in fact right. And if Green's feet were in the cylinder or not.
Campbell
in any case, Bako gets the old-fashioned three-point play, and his reward is to go take a rest as Kyle Campbell comes in. 44-19 Vikings. Here's McMillan. And is hammered by Green. Green caught it and was taken down by the linebacker, Mr. Mustachio himself, Kyle Campbell.
Can we call him a linebacker, though? He hasn't played the last couple of years.
I know he hasn't played football. He made a linebacker tackle there. Is that fair enough to say? No pass interference because the receiver had an opportunity to catch that ball. Then he knocked it loose. But that's illegal in basketball.
Certainly is.
Even if you do have a El Natural mustache that you don't oil or put any product in. Lane violation. So that means that miss is not going to count. Jack Green's going to get 2 more shots. He makes that one, and he's going to get another
lane violation on, Josh?
I don't know.
Didn't look like anything we saw Soper doing on Thursday a few nights ago.
He makes 1 of 2. Or if you're being very, very critical, 1 of 3. The first one didn't count, though, due to the lane violation. Graham Hess gives to Tyler Grunwald, and then to Schliemann. Schliemann over to Mack. Mack with the left-handed three,
Quick
switches
trigger.
that home. 7 for Mack, 47 for the Vikings, 20 for the Spoilers. Rice has Hess right on him. They try to go inside to Lillimon, and he's still unable to score a point yet. Here's Campbell. Gives to Tyler Grunwald.
Oh, I thought he was going to pull the trigger there, Josh.
Graham Hess gives to Schliemann. Schliemann to Mack. He just hit there. Reggie Rice closed on him. This time Mack goes into the paint and then kicks to Schliemann, who gives to Tyler Grunwald.
Smart decision by Mack there. I think that one would have been blocked by Rice. He was in very good defensive position.
Hess wants to play. Number
It is
20.
A three-point party here in Kindred tonight.
Used
for the
to
Vikings.
throwing the ball down to second. He throws that three-pointer in. 50-20. 30-point Viking lead.
The Vikings have been picking up quite a few fouls here in the second quarter. Grafton has not been able to take advantage at the line.
Hess picks up his third foul right after he hit a three-point basket. Here is Reggie Rice, shooting 70% coming into today from the free throw line. And he makes, as Brooks Bako comes back into the game.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Josh, but I think 8 out of the 9 people that have been in for the Vikings have scored already. I think Schliemann's the only one that
You're
has.
exactly right. You're exactly right. Reggie Rice only hits 1 of 2. Yep, 8 scores. The only one that's not scored of the 9 that have been in is Schliemann. He's wanted to. He's gotten the ball and wanted to put it up. It's just that 5'10" frame isn't so conducive to a quickly closing defender. Brooks Bako hits another bucket. He has 16. And the Spoilers go inside, then outside. Three-point attempt there by Moberg, and he hits that. True Moberg has 7.
Good inside and out offense there by the Spoilers. Got Moberg an open look, and he capitalized.
From the elbow, no good. Bako quickly up back to Moberg. Moberg, nice move, nice lay-in, and he has 9. True Moberg with 20, excuse me, he has 9. And the Spoilers have 26, 52-26. Vikings doubling up the Spoilers right now with 1:50 left in the half. Bako goes to Mack. Mack can't make it, and that's where things will end thanks to Christian O'Hara. Nope, never mind. That was Moberg. Got my numbers mixed up. And Bako with the slam.
He's so good at that, Josh. He's able to pick the passing lanes and get his hands out there and then go drive and get an easy dunk.
Second dunk for Bako. The first was an alley-oop, 54-26, as the Spoilers are going to turn that over. I only count that as their 6th turnover, Nick. It's just the fact that they're not making a lot of shots.
Right.
And the Vikings are. Mack now has 9. Mack now going to get called for the foul. He was riding down the court there. And Eli Mack going to pick up his 2nd foul. Going to send Reggie Rice to the line. Rice has 9. And so does True Moberg. Rice now has 10. As the Gabes check in for the Vikings. And so does Carter Grunwald. Whipple, Iverson, and Grunwald in for the Vikings. Second shot coming, and it's swished home by Reggie Rice. He now has 11. 11 for him, 9 for True Moberg, 18 for Bako, and 10 for Carter Grunwald. 3-point bucket there.
They're playing soft defense.
Excuse me, that was not a 3. Yep,
playing
long
soft
2.
defense on Bako, not letting him drive the ball, but they're just giving him free mid-range jumpers.
Rice for 3, can't make it, but 2 Spoilers down low. And the putback is no good once again by Lillimon. He has not scored. Young man's averaging 30 points a game. The Vikings have done a phenomenal job of keeping him off the board. And then Brooks just goes down and lays that in, no problem.
He can play soft, I guess, too, and he'll still go at the back.
22 points for Bako. And the shot clock is off. Best thing the Spoilers are going to hear is the sound of this halftime buzzer.
Correct.
They're down 32. And everything has gone in for the Vikings. The Spoilers have not had such good luck.
I think Rice wants to take the last shot here.
5 seconds. And that's going to be a foul. Whipple
Lillimon
takes down Lillimon. Go ahead.
Gets his chance to get on the scoreboard here in the first half.
So Gabe Whipple going to pick up his first foul. 5 seconds left. Lillimon going to shoot. And then there'll be 5 seconds for whoever gets the ball following these two shots. Lillimon makes his first point. 15 minutes and 55 seconds into the game. Grunwald trying to be ever so sneaky down here.
That's
1 point, one of the two for Lillimon. Bako, 2-1, takes into the paint, he's fouled.
Looks like he's gonna go to the basket, or the free throw line too.
0.1 seconds left. And Lillimon gonna pick up his second foul. So Lillimon goes 1 for 2 from the line and then picks up his second foul. 60-29. Bako now has Michael Jordan for points. Suppose you young folks, you say something different, don't you? Who's the famous 23 in your mind for about?
No,
it's
not
it's
LeBron
MJ.
James.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
It is Jordan.
Has LeBron changed his number a few times,
Like
or is he
4 different times.
Okay,
I think
so he
number
was only
6,
kind of 23
number
for a little bit.
3, yeah. I don't think that
Shots
one
no
would've
good,
counted.
and Bako hits both. He's at 24. Vikings are at 62. Spoilers are at 29. We'll step away for 3 minutes, and when we come back, we'll look at individual scores and collect Nicholas's thoughts on the first half. Come back in 3.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour. Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam installation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Let's talk about price. Yeah, we've heard it. Why would I pay more for Polar when Big Wireless is cheaper? Let's break it down. With us, you're not on hold with someone who's 3 states away. Your call goes to Kimberly, or Ashley, or Tamra, someone who lives right here. When your internet's down, we're not mailing you out a box. We're sending a real person, someone that knows your name and probably your dog's name too. So yeah, we're not the cheapest. We're the best experience. Polar Communications.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Thanks for tuning into your live event. Josh Omeris alongside Nick Eggman. Let's take a look at the individual totals after we give the kudos to First Class Mortgage. Thanks again to First Class Mortgage for sponsoring the halftime show. Welcome into the First Class Mortgage halftime show. Locally owned and operated First Class Mortgage is more than just our company name. It's the way we do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. Nick, before I give individual totals, I want you to let us know what you thought of that first half.
I mean, that Kindred team came out guns a-blazing. I haven't seen them in past years while we've been able to do this for Kindred Sports here in this gymnasium. That hot from behind the arc. They came out and they were blazing it up, starting with Carter Grunwald, then to his older brother, then to Iverson, then to Whipple, and even Bako put one in tonight.
He didn't? Oh, yeah, he did. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, Bako put one in, and it was just a hot start. And that's what, I mean, you look at the scoreboard, it's 62-29, and Grafton, the complete opposite of a Kindred start. Sloppy, turned the ball over, missed a couple easy ones, and then they kind of, I know when we talk as coaches, when you go down early, don't press, right? Stay free, chip away. And I think Grafton pressed a little bit, seeing the score hop out the way that it did.
Yeah, 9 threes by the Vikings. Only 1 turnover that I show for the Vikings, and only 6 from the Spoilers. So not horrible,
right?
But definitely the Vikings are winning the turnover battle. And like you said, I think definitely a lot of missed shots, some easy, but some forced,
right? Not
good percentage shots from the Spoilers.
Correct, and the turnover battle is only 5 off, but I mean, Vikings have to be double digits on the offense and defensive rebound battle.
Let's take a look at the scoring first for the Spoilers. Reggie Rice leading the way. He has 11. True Moberg has 9. 5 for Ty Story, 2 for Aiden McMillan, and 1 each for Jack Green and Brody Lillimon. Coach Will preaches defense winning championships. Defense is all he wants to talk about. He'll smirk at a dunk, but he loves his defense. Brody Lillimon averaging 30 points a game. He didn't get a point until a free throw with 5 seconds left in the half. Now the Vikings, on the other hand, they're doing phenomenal job defensively, but they are scoring. Brooks Bako, 24. Carter Grunwald, 10. Eli Mack, 9. Gabe Whipple, 9. 3 each for Graham Hess and Tyler Grunwald. 2 each for Gabe Iverson and Kyle Campbell.
Yeah,
8 scores.
Coach Wales, the type of guy that I kind of think of, like, get this three-point line out of here. We don't need it. Let's just play some old-fashioned basketball. Tonight, I think he's pretty happy he has a three-point line on this Kindred court.
9 threes. That's a nice day, no doubt about it. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll finish up with the First Class Mortgage halftime show. Once again, First Class Mortgage is locally owned and operated. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. Go online to firstclasscorp.com. We'll see you in about a minute.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam installation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
The Ringneck is a perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. The Ringneck has a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2465. That's 645-2465. And stop by every other Friday this winter for meat raffles. For more info and daily specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook.
Happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome back to the First Class Mortgage halftime show. Check out firstclasscorp.com. Thanks to First Class Mortgage for sponsoring our halftime show. We're about 45 seconds away from the third quarter. Vikings lead 62-29. Both teams are on the court. When we come back in 30 seconds, we'll be ready for third quarter action. See you then.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
All right, fans, thanks for tuning into your live event. Josh Omeris alongside Nick Eggman. We're finished up with the First Class Mortgage halftime show. Once again, thanks to First Class Mortgage for sponsoring the halftime show, a company that provides first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. Spoilers are going to get the ball, trailing 62-29. Once again, Vikings are led in scoring by Brooks Bako, 24, 10 from Grunwald, and 9 each from Eli Mack and Gabe Whipple. Spoilers are led by Reggie Rice. He has 11, and then 9 by True Moberg and 5 by Ty Story. Reggie Rice has the ball, and he's barking out what play he would like to run. 62-29, it's a Lillimon 3. He stops and pops, and Lillimon with a quick 3.
That's a great start to the half, not only for Lillimon, but overall for his team, too, seeing him get a basket go through.
Eli Mack gives to Whipple. Story right there. Now Grunwald going to try and answer, and he does. Carter Grunwald. 1 day away from turning a year older. He's having a good night. Lucky number 13 for Grunwald. Either maybe he's just excited to give his sister a good basketball show since it's her birthday.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Or his cousin Taylor Sanders. Are they cousins? So I was confused. I feel like we should know that. But in any case, happy birthday to Taylor Sanders out there. We said it was her birthday, but did you wish her a happy birthday, Nick?
Kendall or Taylor?
Taylor.
No, I haven't. I don't get to your guys' part of the
world. You could do it right now.
Happy birthday, Taylor.
Good job.
Hopefully you're watching. Or you're cheering in the student section.
Reggie Rice hits both. He has 13 as well. 65-34. Grunwald gives to Mack. Mack picks up a screen from Bako, but misses the wide open 3. And a nice rebound there by 6'6" Rice. Rice then takes and makes.
All the way down the court. Great coast to coast.
Great job of the Spoilers coming out of half. Here's a 3-point attempt by Grunwald, just barely off the mark there, and Reggie Rice picks up the rebound. Rice works against Bako. Bako stops, and then there's an interception by Gabe Whipple. He takes And the reverse layup is no good, but Brooks Bako there for the rebound and putback.
I thought he was going to do it, Josh. I thought he was going to throw one up for Bako.
Little bit. Oh, you thought he was throwing it up.
Yep.
I thought he was. Yeah, I thought you were saying he was going to go up for the dunk. And I was going to say that's pretty tough there. Nice make there by Rice. He has 17. I was going to say that's pretty gutsy.
No.
With 6 foot 8 inch.
I don't think he's going to go after a Lillemon
coming
there.
down there. All right, Rice now. Rice has done a really nice job.
Got an offensive foul here on Bako.
6 points by Rice. 1:40 into this second half. That foul is going to go against Bako, his second. 67-38. 29-point Viking lead. Here's Rice working against Whipple. Big, deep three. No good. Story there for the rebound. Gives to Moberg. Moberg then kicks out to McMillan, and McMillan misses. Rebound Whipple and the Vikings. Whipple to Grunwald. Grunwald works against McMillan, and a nifty take there. Grunwald, this is the best I've seen him play. Nick.
This is by far the best. This is his most complete game wearing a varsity Vikings jersey.
Grunwald, just a sophomore. He has 15 here tonight. Rice gives into the corner to Lillemon. Lillemon swishes that home.
2 for 2 from behind the arc to start.
Net's up. Boy, there's a problem with that, Nick.
It likes to stay
net,
up.
Nick, yeah.
A little tongue twisted there.
Kind of like my kids. Like to stay up all night long. Don't go to bed. That's more of a personal problem we don't need to talk about here, though, Nick. Lillemon has the ball. Spinorama, lay in.
And one.
Brody Lillemon has come out now. He has 8 quick ones.
This is the Lillemon that the state's used to seeing, right? Aggressive with the ball, making it from behind the arc, driving in quick, and getting some shots up. And Coach Whale doesn't want to see that continue, and he takes a timeout.
We're going to take a 60-second timeout as well. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency sponsors our timeout. Go online to kindredstatebank.com.
Hi, I'm Rosa, and I work in production at Marvin. I've been with Marvin 24 years, and I started here not knowing anything. At first, I was really scared, but I have a supervisor that supports me and my lead, and I became a senior department now. My favorite part coming to work is working with the people. I get along with all my coworkers. When I have questions and I might not know, they can help me out. Come join me at Marvin.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back, basketball fans. Brody Lillemon on the line. He has 9 points, 8 of them coming 2 minutes and 45 seconds into the second half. He misses the old-fashioned three-point free throw, and the Vikings have it up 69-43. Inside, the Vikings go to Bako. Bako works against Lillemon and puts that in no problemo. He has 28.
It's a tough basket. I know he's 6'6", but Lillemon's 6'8". Shooting it over him is no easy feat.
Story wide open down low. Great pass.
Looks like they came to double Rice at the top of the key, and they just forgot about Story behind them. Nice little back cut over to the hoop and easy lay-in.
71-45, Vikings lead. Mack with Lillemon right on him. Maybe not right on him, but with a 6', 8" frame. Too close to put that shot up. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it goes off of the Vikings.
It looks like they're saying Bako touched it while it was still on the rim.
Okay, so yeah, then it
now we're calling another foul on Whipple. Not letting Rice go. Held on to him a little bit too much.
Coach Whale hasn't gotten too animated this year, but he did not like that call. And here we're back into basketball action as Reggie Rice, beautiful pass to Lillemon and a foul. Bako picks up his third. He might go to the bench now. Graham Hess is set to check in. We'll see who he's taken, but Lillimon makes. And Bako's going to pick up his third.
Well, Whipple has 3-2 now, Josh.
3 for Hess. 3 for, are you sure Whipple has 3?
I think he picked up his third there on that Rice call.
Okay.
From the out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep. They're just the one that we were talking about with Coach Will. Whipple has 3. Bako has 3. The 3-point play is complete for Lillimon, and he has 12. It's 71-48. At the elbow, Graham misses, and rebound there goes to the Spoilers, True Moberg.
We got to look at the fouls here too, Josh. Grafton has 0 in this quarter. Kindred has 5. So from here on out, Grafton's going to the line.
This is exactly, almost an identical game, I bet, if you're a Spoiler fan. When the Squirrels were in Grafton, Squirrels got out hot, went up 20, and then the Spoilers came out of into the second half, chipping away. Here's Bako. Bako now has 30 points. More on that's going to come, Nick. I'm gonna tell you that right now, Nick, that more information is coming on Bako and his 30 points. But anyway, what I'm saying is, the Spoilers got tight with the Squirrels, and then the Squirrels ended up taking it away from there, but missed there. Oh, they're going to count that from all the way back,
from behind the half
80
court
feet
line.
away. The official makes the call and says, count it. Coach Whale,
how does he
if
make
looks
that
could
call?
kill. So who gets that? Okay, so it's going to go to
number 0, I think.
Yeah, they're giving it to Ty Story. No, it was Ty Story, right? Yeah, Ty Story. Ty Story has 9. So it's a 21-point lead. Vikings led by 33. And now Bako has 32. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Brooks Bako came into tonight's game with 961 points. He needed 39 for 1,000, and he's at 32. Coach Whale gave me permission to say something at some point, and I feel like it's deserving now.
It is. I mean, Bako having one heck of a start to his junior season here on the hard court.
32 for Bako. 2:35 left here. Whipple gives to Hess, who gives to McDaddy. No good. Rebound by Ty Story. Story quickly up to Lillimon. Spinorama, and he puts that one in. So Lillimon connects. Lillimon has had a good third quarter. He has 14, 13 of them have come in this quarter. Whipple.
No shot on this one, I think, Josh.
Schliemann, Campbell, and Tyler Grunwald set to come in. Lillimon did. See, there's that bicep curl. I know what that bicep curl means now. He wants the flop down here against Hess.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure that's the one he's talking about, as Ty Story picked up a foul. Hess maybe did get away with a little bit of a flop down there. Yes, Coach Lillimon. 2:08 left in the third. 75-54. Good third quarter for the Spoilers. Here's a turnover by the Vikings. And now a turnover. Nope. Check that. It's Moberg who hangs on to it. And the Bunny missed. Another rebound, no good.
Out on Bako.
Out of bounds. So this is going to be a third attempt by the Spoilers. Boy, a nice opportunity at a layup there. And the Spoilers miss it. They get the rebound but can't get the putback. Lillimon misses right in front of the Kindred faithful. Reggie Rice puts that one in as Lillimon hears it from the student body. 75-56. 95 seconds left in the third quarter. Bako works against McMillan. Kicks over to Schliemann. Schliemann short. Rebound Tyler Grunwald in the putback. Nice job by Tyler Grunwald.
And Schliemann tried to get on the board here. Tried to get 9 for 9 Vikings players on the board.
That ball was passed over to Jack Green, but Jack Green
checking in.
It's not hockey. Can't put that sixth man on the court like the Spoilers did back when they won a state hockey championship back in the mid-2000s, Nick. you have no idea what I'm talking about, but maybe I got a spoiler fan to laugh at that one. Jack Green now into the game, and it's 5v5. Bako swishes that one home. Bako with 34.
Magic number 5.
Magic number is 5 for Bako. Speaking of 5, Rice makes a beautiful pass over to Lillimon, and Lillimon going to be fouled. Can't get it to fall, but he's going to go to the line. Boy, Nick, it would have been very fun if the Spoilers would have brought this kind of game to start the game.
It would be a much more contested game here. I mean, Coach Whale, you can look over at him. I know he's up. The Vikings are leading by 23 right now. He is one unhappy camper over on that Kindred bench because of how his team is playing right now.
Mack takes Whipple out. Whipple has picked up his 4th foul, which is significant. Lillimon makes.
I mean, with the way Grafton can score with Lillimon and Rice, like, this game's not over yet, Josh.
Oh, no doubt about it. And, yeah, this game could be right now. It could be a total run, a total high-scoring affair. It could be 80-79 right now, or, if Grafton could have hit their shots like they are now, 79-58 as we are down to 39 seconds left in this third quarter. This third quarter has flown by too, Nick.
You think it's flown by?
I think so.
I think we've had a lot of fouls and a lot of stoppages.
All right, well, that's not our first disagreement in life. Second foul by Jack Green.
Don't think it'll be our last either.
I would definitely, if I was a betting man, which every now and then I am, I would definitely bet that this is not our last disagreement. 3-second difference. Brooks takes and makes. Magic number's 3. We got a 1,000-point countdown officially going up here in the booth. McMillan works against Schliemann, 81-58. Shot clock off. Lillimon works against Bako. Bako and Lillimon. 13 seconds left. Shot clock's off. Rice fakes, and he takes.
Is that one tipped by Mack?
I don't know, but this is a bad possession for the Spoilers because they could have held and made. That is a double dribble or a travel. Yeah, you can't do that. Mack wanted to get him up. Great defense by the Spoilers.
Well, if he gets up, he's either got to if you're Mack there, you put something at the rim or pass it out.
0.5 left. Spoilers. That looked like it's going to count.
Yeah, that was
if
a
it
quick
goes.
trigger by Lillimon there.
And it didn't go. Great quarter 3 by the Spoilers. Vikings lead 81-58. See you back in a minute for the fourth quarter.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. A great quarter by the Spoilers. They outscored the Vikings 29-19, beat them in that third quarter by 10. They need an even better quarter.
A lot better quarter here.
This next one, but you got to be happy if you're a Spoiler fan, seeing some drastic improvements by the Spoilers in that third quarter. Mack can't make over Lillimon. Good defense. Campbell gets the rebound. Can Mack make from there? No, but a third attempt by Bako.
Ooh. Bako went up for a dunk there after the whistle. It's fighting with fire, if you want a technical there by Mr. Bako.
Did he dunk it?
He did.
Oh, did he? I did not see that. I put my head down to look and see how many fouls Rice had. That's his third. So Reggie Rice has 3.
Looks like the student section's got a little bit of signage going on, just in case Bako collects 3 more points.
Schliemann still can't score yet today. He's the only of the 9 players here that hasn't gotten one. Lillemon must have had that tipped. He's going to try again, and he misses that one. So I would have thought Mack tipped that one.
I don't think he did.
So that was a real short miss, and then he missed long, 81-58. Bako, 3 away. Could this do it? No, it can't. Rebound, Story. Oh, the fans definitely know. So what are we keeping this secret for, Nick? Basketball's a real weird world in that regard that you got to be careful when you say it.
That's just like any announcer's jinx.
I don't know. I don't know about that one, Nick. 81-58. Vikings lead, 7:05 left in the third. Excuse me, the fourth. We're in our final quarter here. Here's Lillemon working against Bako. Good defense by Bako. Lillemon misses. Rebound, Rice. Mack, I think, got away with a foul there.
I agree.
Mack went up a little reckless there. Rice picks up 23, or his 23rd point. Rice with 23. Mack went up and landed on Rice. There was contact, but no foul. Ball in the hands of True Moberg and the Spoilers. Interesting pass there. Lillemon gets it and gives it back to True. True looks for Lillemon, and Bako's right there. Going to be a foul called here. If it goes against Bako, it's going to be his 4th.
I think that's definitely going against Bako.
Nick, I just got this word. I hope it's official. If it is, phenomenal reporting. This could be Lillemon's 1,000th point right here. He's at 999 unofficially. And that foul, by the way, went against Gabe Iverson.
Well, it looks like their fans got some signs, too.
Yes,
and
it is.
Congrats
fantastic.
To Brody
Thanks
Lillemon.
to Jim Hansel for texting that in. Riley Lillemon, Brody Lillemon hits his 1,000th point. What a special thing here, Nick.
Congrats.
17 points for Lillemon. And you know what? We called a game here, Nick, a few years ago where Baldwin hit 1,000 for the Spoilers.
What a great gesture by the Kindred student section as well, celebrating with putting up their 1,000 signs for him.
It is a good gesture. They have danced the line of maybe giving him a little too much grief today.
Correct.
But now they are holding up their 1,000 points, hoping that they get to do it again. So congratulations to Brody Lillemon, to his dad, Riley Lillemon, the head coach, and Mike Hansen and Brandon Albrecht, all the Spoiler fans. Congratulations to Brody Lillemon, the senior.
Very special player up in Grafton.
Scoring his 1,000th point here, and looks to add 1,001. Add 1 to get to 1,001. Also looks to cut this lead from 20 to 19. He only had 1 point in the first half, and now he's up. He's got 16 in the second, up to 17. So Brody Lillemon looking for point 1,001, and he hits that one. He has 18. Congratulations once again to Brody Lillemon. Here's Brooks Bako with the ball. He gives over to Mack. And Mack gives to Ivor, who gives to Bako, and right there is Rice. Hess to Mack, 81-62. Carter, 15 on the shot clock. Ivor works against Green, and then he gives to Mack, who works against Lillemon. Falls in the paint.
Got tripped, I think. It's going to reset the shot clock here for the Vikings as well. Get a whole new possession.
Brody Lillemon picks up his 3rd foul. And new shot clock.
I think everyone in this stadium right here wants the ball in Bako's hands.
Here's Hess, who gives to Gabe Iverson. Corner to Mack. And here's Bako. Rice is right there. Bako takes into the paint. Foul. I don't know if he lost the handle on that ball, Nick, or if it was just a very good, hard foul by the Spoilers to not give him his hands.
I think Rice did not want him to get a shot up there, and made sure he didn't send him to the free throw line.
Good job by Rice. He picked up his 4th foul, though, so certainly if you're going to foul, don't give him the chance for the 3-point play. A good play by Rice. Bako misses the front end. 36 points here for Bako tonight. He's had a phenomenal night, and Nick, you and I have seen him heat up in his last few games. He has always been a phenomenal athlete.
Yep.
But boy, has he put that on display.
That Oak Grove game was really, really tried and true to show how athletic he truly can be at any given moment.
He has 37, ladies and gentlemen. That's points. He's up to 998 for Bako. 3-point here by Rice, and that's a nifty little bucket.
That's what I mean, Josh. When Rice and Lilmone, when they connect, like, watch out. They can hang with anybody in the state.
26 for Rice and 18. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
Bako makes, and we're continuing on here. Quickly down the court is Lillimone. And Brooks Bako, we're just playing. We're not calling any timeouts. We're just playing here as Brooks Bako hits his 1,000th point. Congratulations to Brooks Bako. 39 points here tonight.
Yeah, I think if you were a betting man, you would have thought this game would have came on, ooh, that would have been an exclamation point on Thursday when we have the cap night against Wapaton.
Yeah,
he had a heck of a night tonight.
Lillimone for 3, no good. Rebound, Story, good job. He's looking to kick it out back to Lillimone, and he does. Yeah, Nick, I mean, certainly knowing what we know of Brooks, Hess almost had that steal, but Lillimone got it back and put it in. We would have bet that it would be Thursday that Brooks was going to do it, but certainly no surprise that Brooks Bako scored 39 points tonight. And now he's at 1,000. Even more crazy, we had 2,000 point
on the same night
milestones here as Brody Lillimone hits 1,000 and Brooks Bako, both in the same quarter within minutes of each other.
Spoilers fans probably thought Lillimone would have had that in the second quarter, probably early on, with how good of a scorer he is. But it took him a little longer tonight.
84-69 Vikings lead, 3:50 left here in the game. Bako against Lillimone, and then Mack thought he had the steal. Officials say otherwise, and Mack's going to pick up his 3rd foul. Whipple comes in. He has 4 fouls. Where's number 22? Hess comes out. 3:46 left, Vikings by 15. Here's a big 3 by Rice. Swishes that one home. Nice shot there by Reggie Rice. Averages 22 points a game, and he has 29.
It's a 12-point game, Josh.
I know. Very close, or very good second half by the Spoilers. Mack misses, and the Spoilers have it. Could they get this within single digit? Yes. Almost taken away, and is by Whipple. Here's Mack, and he makes there. Eli Mack has 11. He hasn't scored this half until there. Eli Mack has 11 now.
Deep again by Rice.
No good. Rebound, Bako. Bako. He's seasoned. Oh, nice pass.
Wow.
Beautiful pass there by Bako to Whipple. 88-72. And coming off the miss there by the Spoilers, that's exactly what the Vikings needed.
Right, I mean, the momentum, like, kind of slowly, but you didn't see that score getting to where it was, and Grafton made this close, and then Kindred's kind of shut the door with these last 2 possessions.
Gabe to Gabe. Gabe, nice save there. Whipple to Mack. And now the ball's in the hands of Bako. Bako guarded against by Lillimone, 2 guys that reached 1,000 points here tonight. Bako going to go to the line.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Coach Lillimone, you are so pleased with how your boys came out of the locker room and how they played here in the second half, and then completely on the opposite end for Coach Whale. It's basically a tale of two halves by each team.
62-29 was the halftime score, and Lillimone saw his team get it within 12.
Yep.
Yeah, that is something to be very, very proud of for the Spoilers. So no doubt they have it in the tank, but both the games, well, the game they lost against Castleton, and if they end up losing this one, both those games, they had such atrocious starts that it almost seems just clean that up, and boy, this is a phenomenally dangerous team.
Right. That's Bako's. Oh, he called that on Rice.
So Rice is going to foul out on an offensive foul, and that's going to make the climb uphill even steeper for the Spoilers.
Steep now.
So Reggie Rice is going to exit. due to having his 5th foul.
I think that one could have gone either way there, Josh.
29 points I count for Reggie Rice. What a phenomenal night for him. He averages 22 points a game, and he had 29 here. As the Vikings are going to turn it. No, they're not going to turn it over. They said it tipped off spoilers. All right, here we go. We got new players into the game. We'll try and nail the spoilers here. Looks like Jack Green's staying in or was in. Bentley DeGelder is in the game. Christian O'Hara is in the game. Check these other numbers. Schliemann, Jack Savageau, Clayton Altoff,
there's Bako
Hudson Kasowski, and Trayton Teberg. Brooks Bako gets a well-deserved applause. Wes Johnson in. No good there by Schliemann. He's still on the schneid there. And Angelo Benavidez in for the spoilers as well. Foul's going to go against Christian O'Hara, his first. And that'll send Trayton Teberg to the line. Trayton Teberg, sophomore forward, 6 feet. Where's number 35? Misses the front end. Brooks Bako once again gets a round of applause as he exits to the bench. Trayton Teberg misses both, but Hudson Kasowski with the rebound and put back. Sophomore center at 6'3". Where's number 30? Nice job there by Kasowski. Clayton Altoff works against Benavidez, and the Vikings have the ball. 91-72. Schliemann wants to get into the scorebook here. Clayton Altoff with the finger roll. Miss. Rebound. Spoilers, Aiden McMillan.
See what I mean? Lost start off the bank there. I think if that one would have gone up and you would have laid that one in off the back, we might have had a better shot for Grunwald or Altoff going in.
Speaking of bank, I hope Sierra Nipstead, maybe Liza, some of the girls are home practicing the bank in 3 so that Jim Pearson can get that checkbook out and donate some money to Dollars for Scholars. And by Jim Pearson, I mean Kindred State Bank. Nifty move. Jack Savageau did all the hard work but missed the lay-in. Kindred State Bank, of course. Swish there by Aiden McMillan. He's got a 3-pointer and 5 now. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency giving $100 for every Kindred Viking 3-point basket that gets banked in. If the bank is open, they're donating money to the Kindred Dollars for Scholars. Grafton has the ball, about a second differential here in game clock and play clock. McMillan wanted to go back-to-back but couldn't. He was defended. Here's a 3-point attempt, no good by Benavidez, and the rebound and putback by McMillan. He has 7. Final seconds are going to click off the clock here. Vikings with a phenomenal start, and the Spoilers with a great second half. But after all that's said and done, it's going to be the Vikings who come out of this one victorious. They win 91-77.
A little bit too much, too early for the Spoilers to come back in this one.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to most certainly come back in about 2 minutes with a couple of interviews, and we're going to talk shop. We're going to look at individual totals, talk about what our thoughts were on this game. Once again, before we go away, I want to send a special congratulations to Brody Lillimone. He hit his 1,000th point, and so too did Brooks Bako. 2 1,000-point milestones here. Fun night. Vikings are victorious, 91-77. See you back in 2 minutes.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability. Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit AgassiSales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability. It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hey fans, welcome back into your live event. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman. Vikings are victorious 91-77. They will improve to 7-0 and continue their winning streak to 16. Spoilers will fall to 5-2. But this was really a game of two halves. The Vikings led after the first half 62-29. And the Spoilers crawled back within 12. The Vikings did end up pushing that lead a little more. They win 91-77. They win by 14. That's an impressive comeback by the Spoilers, Nick.
I mean,
but the Vikings look good. Yeah, talk about whatever you like with that one.
Grafton, watching that first half, me and you kind of gave a look when we went into the halftime break, like, what is going on with this Spoilers team?
Well, both ways. Like, right. The Vikings were hitting and the Spoilers were not, but yes, you're right.
And they came out in the second half, and whatever Coach Lilmone said in that locker room, I mean, it worked. And they came out guns a-blazing, and Lilmone got hot, Rice got hot. Then a bunch of the role players for Grafton as well came in, got some very good rebounds. Moberg was I was very impressed with him tonight, being just that role player. Doesn't need to take a bunch of shots, but he's going to make the ones he takes. And I already said this on air, Josh, but this team, if they can play like that for a full 4 quarters about Grafton, man, I mean, anyone in the state, they just played the number 1 team in the state based off the polls and played them tough in that second half and outscored them by a bunch. I'd be very scared of this team come region tournament play. Yeah, I mean, we haven't talked much about this, Nick, but the top 5 teams in the state are all East teams. Kindred, number 1, Region 1. Four Winds, number 2, Region 2. Central Cass, number 3, Region 1. Wahpeton, number 4, Region 1. Devils Lake, number 5, Region 2. Grafton's going to play Hillsborough Central Valley, which is a very good team. Yep. Not on here. Thompson, Devils Lake, very good team when they get the Palmers back. Yep. We'll leave that as it is. Four Winds, number 2. I mean, they have a phenomenal region. So, crossover games and all this stuff. The East is loaded. It's loaded. I mean, it's been like that the past, I don't know however many years in basketball and other sports. And it's just a props to all the head coaches around the east side of the state getting the best out of their athletes.
I have one question before we get to individual totals. Do you think we should be worried that we're not going to get our interviews tonight? Is Coach Will going to be super angry and hold these guys for a while? He's usually pretty quick.
Knowing him and his facial expressions toward the end of this basketball game, I don't think he's going to give the praise, right? He's always going to give the praise just as any good coach will. But I think he's going to have some little instruction time in that locker room before the players come out and talk with all their buddies.
I believe the Kindred Vikings were outscored in the second half by almost 20 points. Now, good news is they
leading by
29.
33.
Yeah, 29. So I'm doing quick math on the
leading
fly
by
here.
33 at half.
And then it was 14. So 19. So they were outscored by 19. Outscored by 19 in the second half. So Coach Will might have some things to go over.
The only time that's probably ever happened in the past however many years that we've been covering these games is the championship against Devils Lake.
Yeah.
And
was
it
it 32? 32 point?
20 at halftime.
What was the most?
Down by 24 at one point.
Okay,
in the
24.
First half. And down by 20 at half, and we know the whole state knows the story how that one ended. But Vikings were lucky that they were on fire in the first half tonight.
Individual scores will start with the Grafton Spoilers. Once again, it was Reggie Rice who led the way. He had 29 points. Lillimon was held to 1 point in the first half and then scored 21 in the second half. He got to 22 and hit his 1,000-point milestone. Thanks again once again to Jim Hensel for texting that bit of insight in. 29 for Rice, 22 for Lillimon, 9 each for Ty Story and True Moberg. We were impressed by both those players, Nick, and then 7 for Aiden McMillan. Those are the scores for the Spoilers. On the Vikings side, we don't have this information, the single game scoring record for a Viking.
It's got to be close. I mean, I'm not positive, but it's got to be close.
Brooks Bako had 40 points. He needed 39 to hit 1,000, and he went one beyond that. So a special congratulations to Brooks Bako. He had 40 points. And then 15 for Carter Grunwald. Came out hot, scored 10 in the first half. Eli Mack and Gabe Whipple each had 11. 4 guys in double digits. 5 for Tyler Grunwald, 3 for Graham Hess, 2 for Gabe Iverson, 2 for Hudson Kosowski, and 2 for Kyle Campbell. That's 9 scorers for the Vikings. Once again, Bako leads the way with 40. Vikings are victorious 91-77. We got a player interview. Come on back, and in 1 minute, we'll be excited to chat with one of the Kindred Vikings.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam installation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Hey fans, welcome in. We've got Carter Grunwald, the sophomore sharpshooter today. Carter, you scored 15. You were hitting early on. Congratulations, first of all, for picking up the win. You looked real good tonight. What was working so good for you?
I was just trying to play loose and have some fun and just shoot it when I was open, I guess.
You guys came out guns a-blazing. You went out to a first half lead of 62-29. Why was the offense on fire early on for you guys?
I think we just trusted each other, and we were just having fun. Everyone was smiling, and ball was going in the hoop. So
defensively, you held them to 29 early. You held Lillimon to just 1 point. Talk a little bit about the defensive play and what you were proud of there.
Yeah, coming in, we knew he was really good, so we face guarded him, and then it kind of took a team effort when they ran him off screens and stuff, and we did a good job. So
your birthday is tomorrow. You got any big plans?
No, we got practice, and then go home and just chill, I guess.
Is there anybody you'd like to wish a happy birthday to tonight?
My sister. It's her birthday. And then Taylor Sanders, my cousin, and Jackson Cub.
Yeah, we were talking on air that you guys have like all these birthdays in this time.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
That's crazy. Happy birthday. Congratulations on the
Thank
win.
you.
We'll come back in 30 seconds. We got one more interview.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hey fans, we got Brooks Bako, household name in Kindred, maybe throughout the state. Brooks, you hit 1,000 today. You needed 39 to do it. Did you feel like it was coming tonight?
To be honest, I didn't know how much I needed. I knew I was somewhat close, but I didn't think I would get it today. So I looked over and I saw the signs in the student section. So then I figured I was pretty close.
When did you know? When did you find out that you were as close as you were, or when did you know that you got to 1,000?
Must have been somewhere in the fourth quarter, and then once I scored that one basket, everybody stood up and held up the sign. So then I knew I got it.
You guys pick up a nice win against Grafton. It was kind of the tale of two halves. You guys came out on fire, and then let Grafton got back into this game. What were you most proud of from your team throughout the victory against Grafton tonight?
Yeah, I'd say first half, the defense effort, like they weren't scoring much. We had 60-some points, so I think we really came to play the first half. Second half was a little bit rougher, but we continued to fight.
Talk about your guys' defense. We always talk about how impressed we are. Just the decision fatigue that you guys create on the opposition, hands and faces, never giving free looks. Talk a little bit about what you guys pride yourself most on when it comes to defense.
Well, I mean, that starts with Whale. That's been his motto for as long as I can remember. So, yeah, practices are intense. I mean, you practice how you play.
You had 7 pieces of bacon for breakfast when you had your big last game. Same routine this time?
Of course.
Seconds at lunch?
Yep, I did. Chicken tenders.
Good for you. It's always a pleasure, Brooks. Congratulations. Thanks for coming up.
Thank
Good
you.
win.
Appreciate it.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Give you one. Hey fans, welcome back. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman. We're in our final segment. We have a couple of awards to give out. First, we're going to give out the Enbridge Player of the Game, Life Takes Energy. Enbridge, Energy for Life, Enbridge.com. Visit Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Nick, I don't think we need to have any discussion. I'll take this. I'll give you Play of the Game. Carter Grunwald came out looking like he was going to be the player of the game, and he had his game of the year so far. He did exactly what the Vikings want him to do. Was very, very good. Vikings also got great production from Eli Mack, Gabe Whipple. They had 9 people that scored. Great defense as always, but this is an obvious one. Brooks Bako put in 40 points, hit his 1,000-point milestone, and overall was just outstanding, Nick.
Yep.
We've talked about the fact that, I mean, he is a great athlete, but since the Oak Grove game, maybe a little bit of a dip in his game against Fargo North, playing a lot of minutes, but tough to be picky in that regard. I think he had 21 last night in the first half against Lisbon. They got out to a big victory. Man, he's a good player.
Yeah, I mean, we are beyond lucky, and I think the state's beyond lucky to watch someone like him. And you don't see a lot of those types of players come through North Dakota, and I'm taking every minute I can to soak it all up and watch some basketball. But also praising Brooks as much as we are of Grafton. I mean, Lil Moan finally in that second half caught fire, and it was fun to watch those two duel it out here on the court. And Rice.
Yeah, Rice looked really good for the Spoilers as well, and they have a good supporting group as well. I mean, certainly they're going to be a Reggie Rice, Brody Lillimone with supporting cast team, and the Vikings are going to be a Brooks Bako with lots of other great support. It's kind of a different guy, every night. So congratulations to Brooks Bako. He scores 40 points for Bako. He's now at 1,001 points. He's just a junior, ladies and gentlemen. Vikings are victorious. Brooks Bako, the Enbridge Player of the Game. Thanks again to Enbridge. Life Takes Energy. Enbridge is energy for life. Visit Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Nicholas. The Agassiz Precision Egg, sponsored by the Agassiz Precision Egg. Play of the Game, sponsored by Agassiz Precision Egg. They are your local precision planting dealer. Go to Agassiz Precision Egg in Hillsboro or call 636-2119. You can also visit planterdoc.com. Lay it out there, Nicholas.
I mean, it's got to before I lay it out there, there's a honorable mention I was going to bring up. Like we talked about, Carter Grunwald came in. I think he hit 2 quick threes to start that first quarter. I was going to maybe give it to him as the play of the game, but you got to go with the captain, obvious, the elephant in the room. It's Brooks Bako's 1,000th point. The whole crowd was waiting for it. They just celebrated Brody Lillimone's 1,000th point, and then you see Brooks get his 1,000th, and the whole Kindred faithful gets up and cheers for him.
Yeah, Brooks had a phenomenal game. We've said it a bunch, but congratulations to Brooks Bako. Got his 1,000th point, and that 1,000th point is going to be the Agassiz Precision Egg Play of the Game. Thanks again to Agassiz Precision Egg. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com to talk to your local precision planting dealer. Nick, final thoughts.
Great night in Kindred. I'm excited to come back, and I think it's going to be even more special night here in Kindred, North Dakota on Thursday. If you like watching us, we appreciate it, but come out here and support the Cap Night on Thursday when the Wahpeton girls and boys come to town.
Next action for the Vikings is Thursday as they host a doubleheader against Wahpeton. Big Region 1 matchups for both the girls and the boys. Wahpeton boasting a good team. They are the number 4 ranked team in boys. And in the girls' side of things, a team that's receiving votes and just beat up on Oak Grove last night. Wahpeton beat Oak Grove last night by 22. So Wahpeton coming to town looking to take down the Kindred Viking girls at 6 o'clock and the boys at 7:30. But, of course, the Vikings have been very strong at home, and it should be a packed house with all kinds of excitement.
Someone's got to bring us that chili, though.
Night of the Arts, night at the game?
Night at the game presented by CAP,
Yeah,
I
sure.
think.
Kindred Area Arts Partnership, one of a few phenomenal programs here in Kindred. There'll be a community pep band, a chili cook-off, which Nick is advocating for a special waiter or waitress to bring up one of the most tasty chilies.
Maybe they could get a tip. Well, maybe a little.
Make sure you bring your wallet.
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay. Good.
Or you can pay for it.
You're the one advocating for this. But yes, I will happily tip somebody to bring us some chili. It's going to be hard to call a game with beans and hamburger in my teeth. But in any case, it's going to be a very fun night. Thursday, Vikings girls play at 6 against Wahpeton, and the boys play at 7:30. Once again, both girls' teams are receiving votes. The Kindred Vikings receiving votes, Wahpeton receiving votes, and the Kindred boys are number 1 in the state, Wahpeton number 4. I know those polls don't mean much when it comes to the end of the year, but they're fun to talk about, and on paper it means that this should be some fun games. For the Grafton Spoilers, they are next up on Thursday. They host Mayport Clifford Galesburg. Best of luck to the Grafton Spoilers on Thursday as they play host to MPCG. And then next Monday they go to Devil's Lake. That'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how Devil's Lake's looking without the Palmers. Best of luck to the Grafton Spoilers. They dropped to 5-2. Once again, they're next up on Thursday at home against MPCG. And we'll be excited to be back here on Thursday as the Vikings host a doubleheader against Wahpeton. Nick, closing thoughts?
Fun night.
Want to thank all of our sponsors. Thank Enbridge and Agassiz Precision Egg. Congratulations to Brooks Bako. He is the Enbridge player of the game, and he, with his 1,000th point, had the Agassiz Precision Egg play of the game. Brooks scored 40. Congratulations to Coach Will and his staff. They moved to 7-0. And certainly best of luck to the Grafton Spoilers, Coach Lillimone and his crew as they fall to 5-2. Thanks for Riley Lillimone taking the time to chat with me throughout the week. We had a fun one here tonight. We're looking forward to doing it all again on Thursday. Nick, I already asked you for closing thoughts. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I think this is the third time you're about to ask me for closing thoughts.
I'm not going to. Hope everybody has a great night, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here on Thursday. Kindred Area Arts Partnership, night at the game on Thursday. See you then. For Nicholas Eggman, my name is Josh Almaris. Have a fantastic evening.